Hello, Year 4. I hope you've had a wonderful week. Thank you for all of your learning that you shared. It was lovely to see, as always. Haven't we been competitive with our Battleships game? I've really enjoyed playing with you this week through our blog. It's been great fun, and well done to all of those that have been posting coordinates and trying to sync all of the ships. Obviously, I have to record this video a little bit earlier than when it gets posted. So at the moment, I think you've managed to destroy 2 of the ships. There are still 4 remaining, so I will give you a little bit more time to see if we can find them. But I think at the moment you're all going very central on the grid. Remember, you could be anywhere on the grid, so you might want to think spreading out your coordinate choices a little bit more. But well done, and well done for writing your coordinates, making sure you're writing them correctly and thinking about which way to go. It's been really fun to do. I look forward to seeing where you've gone for and competing against each other to get them. Thomas, you've been pretty good at sinking the chip so far, so well done. And our other competition has been our TT Rockstars tournament against Year 5 this week. Now, as it stands, you're in the lead just. So I'm hoping that when it finishes on Friday, that's still the case. So well done to those that have been playing on there. I have been keeping an eye on it. A little bit about our learning for this next week. So we are going slightly further afield. We finished London now, so we are going to look at the UK. So the tasks that I have set, I won't go through them all, but your English, thought as we're getting towards the end of half term, let's give you some more chances for some art and creative opportunities. As we are an island, I thought it would be nice for you to design your own life island. So for that, you need to think about things that you would really like if you could kind of dream up the place that you live, but also make that island about you. So you might want to consider the sports you like to do, the facilities to do that, your hobbies that you like to do. How can you, perhaps you've got, if it was me, I'd have lots and lots of shops on my island, but also a lovely sunny beach that I could spend lots of time on. And I'd like to be able to go swimming lots. But think about how that island represents you. Think about how you'd set it out, what sort of scenery you'd have. Would there be lots and lots of buildings? Would you like to have all your family there with you? Would you like a nice quiet island? Would you want space for animals? What animals would you have? Really think about the perfect island of where you'd like to live, and then draw it all out, but don't forget the English side of it as well. To write a little description about your island, about what you chose, why you chose it, how the island represents you. Or you could do a little advert for it as if you're trying to sell it for people to come and visit. So I look forward to seeing those. There is an example on the overview. The picture I've got is done in the shape of a letter, so you could use your initial for the shape of your island. It might be that it's a shape of something you enjoy, like a musical instrument for those of you that are musical, or a musical note. That would be a pretty cool island. Take you a long time to walk all the way around it though. But I look forward to seeing those. Your maths this week is all about symmetry. So I have put some activities on there for you. Some of them are drawing different symmetrical patterns, some of them are, there's an investigation on there, and I have put an extra challenge about looking at the flags of the world. How many of them have more? I think I've put more than one line of symmetry or more than 2 lines of symmetry. So have a look at that. You could see which ones you could find. But also if you want to practice your symmetry or make that a little bit more creative and do some big artwork and things, that would also be lovely to see. Obviously I put tasks on there as an idea. It's good for you to do those, but I don't mind if you choose your own way to explore that as well. I have put a few different ideas for your topic work. I couldn't really choose, and I thought I'd give you an option because some of you might like different things. So I have put, if you wanted to find out a little bit more about our kings and queens that we've had in England, there's a video link there and some ideas. I do a family quiz with my family still over a Zoom call, and my parents have decided that one of their rounds this week is going to be the kings and queens. So I'm not great on that, so I certainly will be researching that. Perhaps you could help me by finding out some information. The other one is more geography side of things, looking at the different landmarks in the whole of the UK, not just England. You could create your own top trumps that you could perhaps then play with a family member or something. Your non-screen task for this week, I thought, as we've been learning Japanese, we haven't done much else for our Japanese topic because we went for the whole school topic, but I did think you could have a go at some origami. Now, there's lots of things online that you can look at. I know it's your non-screen challenge, but you may want to look at that, or you may have some things already, or your parents might know some things. But try it out because it can seem quite tricky to start with, but have a go and see what you can create. There's loads of different ideas out there, and it is just the art of folding paper. Now, we made this week in one of our grammar lessons, we made a fortune teller, which is all a kind of simple origami folding paper, which I found that a little bit tricky already. So I think I need to practice some origami. So I might see what I can make too, and I will post a picture if I manage to do any. I would love to see what you make too. Last thing I was going to mention is your spellings are slightly different for these last 2 weeks. We've covered lots of the spelling patterns that we need to learn. We've gone over lots of the words a few times. So I have put the Year 3-4 spelling word list on the bottom of the overview because at the end of Year 4, you do need to preferably know how to spell all of those words, because next year you'll be moving on to a new word list that you'll learn over Year 5 and 6. So have a look at them, try and pick out ones that you don't yet know or you're not very confident with, and make them. Just pick 7 or 8 as your target words for that week. Practice them, be creative, put them into sentences, perhaps you could write a story using them, practice them with water outside, just so you feel more confident with those, so you can then move on to the new list. Obviously, some of you are confident with those words, and once you've checked through them and know that you still are, because it's easy to forget them, I have also put the Year 5-6 list, so you can start to look at that. Just pick a few of those out. You've got 2 years to learn those, but if you can start to tick some off, that'll be great, especially to show your new teacher. I think that's the main things on there. There's obviously some other activities, so keep sharing anything that you do on the blog because I love to see it. Thank you for all of those still using it. It's really lovely that you're not just posting your work, but you're also sometimes just posting comments to see how everyone is, which is really lovely. So it's nice to hear from some of you. Keep using that. Keep smiling, and I look forward to seeing your work this week. Bye, Blue Class.